Kampar is a small town a little more than 30 kilometers south of the Ipoh city in the state of Perak, Malaysia. The town is located within the famous Kinta Valley, which is known to be a valley rich in tin ore, earning the town of Ipoh the title, "the town that tin built." Since the tin mining industry flourished in the early 20th century, the town of Kampar has seen growth in population and infrastructures. Today it prides to have more than 15,000 population residing in the entire Kampar district, including student population from the university and college in town. Tin has important application in electronic soldering, tin plating, and it is a very important combination with other metal elements to form a wide variety of useful alloys. This useful application became the peak of Kampar's economic boom due to the need for tin, especially in the growing economic industry and for armed military purposes during the World War. For the locals of Kampar, tin mining is the only way they can make ends meet to feed their children and the British colonial exorbitant taxes. An organization in Malaya began to thrive in the year 1930 with the rise of communism ideology, which formed the Malayan Communist Party. Its strong influence in the workers and trade unions boosted its power among the Malayan people, with claims of membership of more than 40,000 members and a vast majority of sympathizers from the Chinese ethnic group by the year 1940. In 1948, the Malayan Communist Party began its armed rebellion with the use of extremist and terrorist forces, with the murder of 3 European plantation owners and raids on specific targets, sabotaging rubber estates and tin mines.
He and his fellow workers, Europeans, Malays, Chinese, and other Asians, have been ambushed and fired on month after month. His valuable rubber trees have been slashed and mutilated. In fighting an enemy they seldom see, Hooper and his native security force must be constantly on the alert, even in broad daylight. 40,000 British troops and over 100,000 native guards are fighting a ruthless, cruel enemy who has killed thousands.
The Malayan Communist Party was since illegalized by the British colonial rule and the following Malayan government until the party dissolved in the year 1989. Even till today, any organization carrying the ideologies of communism is rejected and illegalized by the Malaysian government. To fund for their military and extremist activities, the Malayan Communist Party had to seek funding from different sources, and with its illegalization, it was even harder for its leaders to get sponsorship, even from its sympathizers. Hence, the communists had to improvise and make use of what they can to get the funding they need to purchase firearms from weapon smugglers. The easiest way for the communists to seek such income is to participate in the economic boom, the tin mining industry. For the communist branch in Kampar, they would join the Kampar locals to mine tin using the traditional method of mendulang. They have no means to own a mine itself, let alone machinery equipment to harvest large amounts of tin ore due to financial constraints and also fears of being caught by the British colonists. After being legalized, the communists had to hide in the dense forest around the hills of Kampar, and this in turn gave them social opportunities with the aborigines or orang asli, trading friendship and good relations.
Dia sama mendulang kami.
Sama mendulang.
Sama. Tak. Dia punya prinsip. Dia dengan orang kampung kawan.
Kawan
Berjiran, sama-sama tolong menolong. Kamu perlukan saya perlukan kamu.
Macam mana dia perlukan
saja.
orang kampung? Tolong beli barang lah. Beli orang.
Apa dia cakap? Macam tu. Kadang-kadang dia angkat barang bagi kami kampung makan. Ini hari potong getah musim hujan, tak boleh makan. Jadi kami hantarlah beras ke apalah macam tu saja.
Okey.
Ini kita semayang lah dia cakap macam tu lah.
Oh macam ni.
So
Pak Mio pun pernah dapat lah juga daripada.
Saya kecil masa itu saya tak tahu lah. Saya bapak saya sama dia kamcingnya kawan-kawan. Jadi kalau ada masa dia cakap sekarang musim kijang. Rusa. Nanti mari kita pergi
sama-sama
pergi memburu sama. Macam tu lah.
Memburu sama, mendulang sama.
Biasa kami kalau pergi memburu, masa itu bapak saya biasanya dalam 2 minggu baru balik.
2 minggu baru balik.
Duduk dalam hutan.
So itu komunis pun.
Komunis dia punya kerja, kami punya kerja.
Oh, okey. Tapi dia memang tak kacau orang kampung.
Tak, dia tak kacau. So ideologi aja beza, itu saja. Dia tak ada apa.
So pakcik masa Cimpeng mau balik, pakcik setuju tak?
Sebagai rakyat Malaysia kita terimalah. Itu saja. Itu tak apa-apa.
The communists would use the harvested tin to barter for food to feed their forces and melt what they can spare to make ammunitions for their self-made firearms, much similar to the previous generation of firearms, the musket rifle. They would melt the washed tin and make them into spherical round metal balls with a combination of different recycled steel and iron refuse. It was an achievement for the Communist Party to be able to resist the British Army and the Japanese occupation with inferior technology, which is of course combined with guerrilla tactic warfare.
Ya, timah ni banyak guna orang
Banyak guna.
Itu komunis pun
bergantung
kepada
timah.
pendapat timah untuk
Betul.
operasi diorang.
Tapi you jangan lupa, selain daripada bekalan senjata yang tak cukup, timah ini dia akan dilebur dan digunakan untuk sebagai senjata.
Macam mana? Senjata apa?
Peluru.
Senjata apa?
Contohnya, sebagai penabur.
Pelampik.
Penabur. Senapan patah, dia punya satu peluru ada saiz nombor
peluru.
4, nombor 1, nombor 8 dia akan ada besar-besar.
Yang
besar.
biji-biji tu.
Dia akan buat macam itu.
Peluru.
Peluru.
Yang tembak itu.
Dia buat
apa,
peluru.
haiwan. Tu.
Itu belerang senang dapatnya, Kampar boleh dapatnya. You beli 2-3 kilo, berapa banyak boleh dapat. No problem.
Okey.
It is a tale of how Kampar Valley was crucial to the growing powers of the Malayan Communist Party through the trade of tin ore, giving them offensive capabilities to dish out damage for the ideology they believe in. Since the formation of Malaysia in 1960, the Malayan Communist Party began losing influence.